I think we're good.
Okay, cool. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Dojo. Tonight we are talking about the uh, news from that have been released at Power Morphicon today, and there is a lot of it actually. Now, Ches? I've showed you a lot of this stuff, and so assume you've done some looking into it too. Would you like to be the first to bring up one of the big things announced today that was pretty huge considering Hasbro's involvement now?
You mind if I tackle the figures?
Yes.
Okay, so is that yes you mind or yes you don't mind?
Go for it.
So Hasbro is getting rid of, well, their old figure line, of the old figure line that Bandai had, and is replacing it with what they are calling their Lightning collection. And what they're claiming is that it's going to be more show authentic. It's going to be 6 inches with more realistic body proportions, which kind of makes me sad.
Why?
Okay, this is going to make no sense, but I kind of liked how overly muscular the Power Rangers toys were, because it felt like I was holding a licensed knockoff somehow.
the only figure that was actually show accurate out of any of those was the Mystic Force Green, and I'm sure you know what I'm referencing here.
Yes. I've actually got Mystic Force Yellow.
And I find it funny that they actually gave Mystic Force Green out of any of the Mystic Force Rangers, a big buff suit look. I feel like they were deliberately referencing the Hulk.
I think it was because the whole figure line was like that.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't Magiranger the only one Magiranger Green the only one that had a big buff mold, as far as in the show goes?
They've had a few different ones. Usually it was magic involved, though.
Okay.
Anyway, this Lightning series that they're calling it, it's supposed to have 27 points of articulation. Now, this says one thing to me, that this is not intended for kids.
Well, it's also going to be the same price as the Legacy line has been, so it's going to be $19.99, $20. It's the average price of your typical Legacy toy line, like the Marvel Legends toys.
Yeah, fair enough. And the Legacy toy line was meant for adult collectors anyhow.
Yeah. But kids can still play with them.
Absolutely. But 27 points of articulation.
I mean, come on. The Spider-Man, back in 2004, the Spider-Man, and before the Spider-Man toys were done exactly like that. See? In fact, this one actually had more. I mean, look at these fingers.
Yeah, that is true. So we might be in for something really nice with that. And
this was what was that toy company made? You remember the toy company that made all those Marvel figures for the movies, like X-Men and all that back in the day, and they had all that really extreme posability in every corner they could fit it in? Yeah.
Oh no, something very bad just occurred to me.
What?
This might just be an import, a Hasbro, a Hasport, if you want to call it that, of the SH Figuarts line, which means they're not going to have the paint detail that we expect from SH Figuarts.
Oh no, have you seen the pictures though? They already released one of Tommy, and it definitely isn't one of those SH Figuarts.
So it's not like based on a generic body build?
No, it isn't. It's a new thing. Hold on. I have a picture saved. Actually, can I just use screen share? Because since we're doing it, it'll make it at least more entertaining.
Go for it.
All right, full screen. Start screen share. All right, let me go to Opera. All right. Power Rangers Lightning Series White Ranger. Settings. Create tools. Anytime past 24 hours. Images. This right here.
Wow. Okay, so
they got rid of them. It's basically the legacy figure, but they got rid of the muscles and replaced it with the wrinkle in the spandex.
Well, I appreciate that.
They even added in the line right there.
I love how we're just zooming in on the figure's crotch, like it's no big deal. But yeah, it's a.
See, they even have all the detail there. It's literally that accurate that it even looks like it's a prop he's wearing on him.
That is really good. Now, I'm not so interested in getting the MMPR figures, but I'm interested to see what they do. If they do like In Space or Zeo, I might have to jump in on this.
They've confirmed that they're doing it in random waves, like kind of like how the Legacy ones have been doing. You have to collect each wave to complete your team, or to eventually complete your team.
Well, like I said, if they do the Time Ranger, sorry, not the Time Rangers, the In Space Rangers and the Zeo Rangers, I might jump in.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. I really want Time Force to be done, actually.
Yeah, Time Force would look pretty cool in that style.
What now? As for toys, we did see some new releases that will be other than those. I think they're like the last of the Bandai toy line before Hasbro jumpstarts their official thing next year.
Yeah,
we had the a new re-release of the Titanosaurus. We had new SH figure art. So I'm gonna go back. Actually, here's a picture right here. Actually, that's the same one. But they're adding the SH figure arts that are released before the Hasbro takeover. They're doing this, and they each have their own head sculpts. Like you got Tommy Oliver right here. They have one for Jason Scott also.
Well, at least it's good that Bandai's trying to go out with a bang.
Yep. And
at least in America. Like I said, Bandai will still be producing the toys for the Sentai and Kamen Rider shows, I believe.
That is what I think, yes. See, I told you the deal would work out. But you did have reason to be skeptical. Are you surprised?
I'm waiting to see how they do the morphers.
Fair enough. Now, stop. Let's get into Beast Morphers, shall we?
Yes. Okay. So I'm certain you've done more looking into this than I have. So why don't you take point on this one?
All right. So Beast Morphers, we got an official trailer today. In fact, I will actually be doing a reaction video to it later. I watched it but didn't pay close attention to it just so I could do a reaction. In fact, I actually want you to be in the reaction with me for recording.
Okie doke.
After this. And then break it down and stuff. But yeah, back to that. So from what I gathered, I didn't do a full analysis. I didn't pay full attention to it because I wanted to do a reaction. But we've gotten I've noticed a few original scenes added in, at least from I may just forget scenes from Go Busters, but there was a new shot angle I don't remember being thrown in the original where the Red Ranger's on his motorbike, and then as he's driving, a ship behind him comes in and pulls him in as he's driving. So that was cool. The premise they're going for is this computer virus has infected the Morphin Grid.
Okay. Now that is an interesting take.
And we'll go more into it on the video that I'll be uploading later.
Okie doke. Well, I suppose we should talk about at least what's been announced.
Yes. So other than that, we have an official Power Rangers tabletop game, that role-playing game that's supposed to be played out kind of like Warhammer. It's collector's based. You have to buy the extension packs and stuff to progress. The first game comes with like a few Rangers and a villain, I think, and they're like little, like, they look more like you know what Warhammer's made of, right? Like that clay, like solid clay figures and whatever. Or something like that. Really expensive, paint it yourself type thing. Yeah. These are already painted, from my understanding, but they're going the Warhammer route with this game.
Okay.
As in, spend money to continue playing.
Yep, that sounds like Hasbro.
Yep. But yeah, it's been put on Kickstarter right now. Anything else? But as far as that goes, that's it for that game. Other announcements: Hasbro is making Power Rangers 2, but that's all they've confirmed so far. As far as what studio is doing it, whatnot, we don't know yet.
I'm really hoping they dial it back on the hyper futuristic look a little bit. Or the organo tech thing.
It's probably they're probably doing a rough reboot, as in like it's continuing off the original, but the look will be different.
Okay. So like a soft sequel.
Kind of like, you know, like what Batman Forever did?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Like, it's canon to the first movie, but you're supposed to picture the first two in the style of what the current one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to redesign the suits, change the Zord's look and everything, and then they're going to expect you to envision the first movie in that design of the sequel.
Okay. Now, I'm hoping, like, they don't have to go for big, blocky cardboard suit look.
Nah.
But I'm hoping they at least try to take some inspiration from the comic.
Oh, yeah, that'd be sweet.
Because I've seen some images anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm not starting any new comics because I'm at the climax of Transformers Lost Light, and I cannot miss it.
Okay. Oh, they could try going for the Pacific Rim Uprising look, as far as mechanics go.
I'm not gonna say Pacific Rim was bad, but it was.
I'm talking about the looks, not the movie itself.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
From like look to story, the whole thing was just not both bad. Just
the second one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just didn't wow me, I guess I should say.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I have to assume Bandai is gonna do more than just one figure line for their final event.
I don't know, maybe not.
Because there's one toy that Bandai tried to do at least decently every year. There were a couple of years where they messed up, but I would like to see them do some kind of morpher-based event, like a morpher builder or something.
Okay, kind of like what Star Wars does with their lightsaber builders.
because I want to build my own goddamn custom wrist morpher. I love those things.
Yeah, and we could take advantage of that for the dojo.
Well, you know what? You would have to get out the spray gun and some paints.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, I got paints, and I got some spray paint downstairs.
Spray paint puts a nice even coat on it.
Yep.
Anyhow, that's what I would like to see, is some kind of morpher builder.
Mm-hmm. But knowing Hasbro, we might get that, actually.
That's true. Can I just say, I kind of miss the creepy crawler oven and the old Power Rangers molds.
Show me, or what is it?
Okay, so essentially, you know how back in like the 80s and well, especially the 90s, there had to be a boy and a girl version of every fucking toy.
I think so, yeah.
And we couldn't just accept that kids are going to play with whatever friggin' toys they want.
Right.
So this was essentially the boys' toy alternative to the Easy Bake Oven, wherein you would pour like this weird toxic chemical solution into whatever mold you had, and then you stuck it in this oven, and it would heat it until it solidified, and there would be all this little trim around the edges because you never knew how much was enough.
Mm-hmm.
Which was always just a little more space between the top and the bottom, so that the rubber had time to swell.
Yeah.
Part of me misses that. I know it was toxic and horrible for the environment, but
so you're saying that if Hasbro were to do like their own monster builder and had that concept, is that your?
I mean, it's like the putty machine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like to see that. Do you think it would sell well?
Let's think. It would probably involve mixing water and powdered chemicals in modern houses where a lot of parents probably, well, this was true back in the day too, essentially kids with powdered chemicals and water in a house with carpets.
Yeah.
Would it sell well?
No.
Not unless the kid managed to friggin' beg and plead until Santa brought it to him. Or her.
Yep.
It's honestly, you know, I think I would like to see more creativity-based Power Rangers toys. Like the Mix and Morph base was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ancient review on my channel, by the way. Please don't go look at it.
Oh, that thing. That was the morpher that had the little Power Ranger toys that would detach and connect, and it would mix up.
Yeah, that's still something I wanted to get signed by Jason David Frank, but I missed him.
When?
A couple years ago, back like in my last year of high school, when I went to Rhode Island Comic-Con.
You still have it on you?
I have the toy, yes, but without a signature.
You want to pull it up right now?
I'm kind of hesitant to open my closet door, which is where I keep my Toku collection.
Yeah.
I just hate to. I hesitate to open my closet on camera because it swings this way, and let's just say that the floor of that is being used as sort of temporary storage for certain things that are being moved into the attic later.
And you don't want them to be seen on screen.
Well, it's not so much that. It's that the only thing keeping that door shut right now is my amp placed against the door.
Fair enough.
If I move that, that all comes crashing out. And
how about this? Next stream, we'll do a Toku toy show off.
Sure.
So have all your stuff out ready beforehand.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else you can think of? to elaborate on or extend upon or bring up?
One thing I'm hoping Hasbro considers bringing over would be something like the mini claw line.
Also, what I think they should do, you hear me out on this, is a crossover line between some of their other properties. Like maybe Transformers versus Power Rangers, and have like a story behind it. Maybe play that maybe play Shattered Grid into it and have like a team up between Boom and IBW. Because
that might work. That might work. But ever since DC got a stick up its butt about team ups, everyone kind of wants to be cool and hip like DC and tries to avoid intercompany crossovers. If they can pull it off, I say let's do it. It's going to really depend on whether or not Boom is okay with working with IDW. I don't know a lot about Boom as a comic industry.
Right.
I've got a few of their comics. That's about it. It'd be worth a shot for sure to see the Megazord go up against some of like some of the Titans, because that's the scale that the Megazord should be on, by the way. Like, imagine the friggin' Mega Gravezord going up against, I don't know, Trypticon. Or Scorponok.
Yeah. Now, or they could also have like just think about it this way, and the My Little Pony fandom, right?
I'm aware of it, yes.
Yeah. They could also do like Ranger crossovers with that, as far like new, like how they'll sometimes do variants of of all their various Hasbro figures, remolds, whatever. They could take advantage of that and do like a limited edition series, the Power Rangers edition, whatever, and then you have like different ponies or whatever painted as different Rangers, and then you'll have like the marks on the side will be like a Ranger logo for them.
I'm certain there's a market for it somewhere, dude.
Yeah, there is. Given that people love crossovers, it can happen.
Yeah, I don't follow that group, so
I don't either. I just know of it. I have friends in it.
Yeah, well, we've had Truck Driving Brony on here. I guess he would be the guy to ask.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I think we should collaborate with him again.
Why not? Why not?
He
was a fun guy to have on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on. Suit design. Okay, so let's talk about this. The Go Busters suit design. This is going to be a big step for the Ranger purists. It's like, okay, I get Sentai purism existing. I don't like it, but I get it. But Ranger purisms, as in the people in the fandom who refuse to watch the Sentai because they don't want their childhood ruined, this is going to be jarring for that group because it will be a Power Rangers series that does not wear spandex. It actually looks like motorcycle equipment and, secret agent gear, which I think is actually pretty cool. I actually liked the suit designs and the gadget designs of the Go Busters. I didn't like the Zords. Didn't like the Zords, but I did like everything else. I think this is going to be a good thing for the Power Rangers series as a whole. And what I'm hoping for is that it opens up the opportunity to create one more American original Ranger. Because that look is generic enough that they could get away with it.
Well, I've seen people get creative with Go Buster suits.
Exactly.
I mean, in Go Busters, wasn't also there a Go Busters Black, who was like a wannabe Go Buster, and he had a black leather jacket, a white scarf, and a carrot in his.
That's actually from an alternate universe movie.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And there was some rather controversial symbology in that movie.
Like what? I haven't seen it, so I'm curious now since you brought it up.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. When you go watch it, keep in mind that I'm certain of this, that it's not intended seriously. As a matter of fact, they're on a different part of history with the whole issue. So it might be a cultural thing. I don't know. All I know is that it's out there. It's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. And
if you're not gonna say it to me, text it to me on Amino then.
Okay.
Like right now while we're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anywho,
oh my gosh, I'm gonna probably laugh my ass off from this. Oh my god. But on a side note of that, what's the chances you think they will start making their own Rangers too, or you think they'll at least make their own a season, one new member for the team a season, kind of like what they did with Lightspeed Rescue?
If they get on a roll with the adding more, or if they get hooked on the adding more Rangers trope, there's a way to do it with it sensibly, and a way to get carried away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Hasbro's going to handle it. I don't know if we're even going to get. I don't know how big the possibility is that we're going to get an original Ranger is.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they take advantage of this, that they see the opportunity there. I know the costumes were expensive, but I think it'd be worth it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So hold on, this is taking a minute to type so that you get the idea.
Well, I think we've actually just discussed everything we can so far for this.
I think so. Anyhow.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Kamen Rider does crap like this every time they bring Shocker into a movie.
Yes, but it's usually not this blatant. Like, there is no fooling now.
Did I remind you of Starfish Hitler from Kamen Rider X?
Well, now the cat's out of the bag, thank you. No point in texting it. Okay, so bottom line, in the Go Busters alternate universe movie, where their powers are actually based on the magic of wild animals or some shit, their mentor, i.e. their boss in the original series, in this alternate universe, dresses as Hitler and even has a post-stamp mustache. That make you feel good? That make you just feel good or something? I don't know.
Well, to be fair, it is the internet, and Hitler is a meme on the internet, so you didn't have to censor it.
But there is just some weirdness, okay? Like, wow! You don't understand until you watch the movie, okay?
Yep. Well, with that said, I think we're going to end it short tonight. We're going to do a little recording for a video for our first recording and put it onto the channel. So thank you all for watching. Remember to follow us on Twitter at KinmanRider_W and
El Chizo1.
Yeah. And then Weekend_Dojo. So thank you all for watching. Comment below if you got any ideas for stuff you want us to talk about in the future. Please comment, and we will consider it. With that said, stay more phenomenal, everybody.
See you later, Weekend Warriors.